and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here again with another video to share with you. Yes, indeed. And what are we going to talk about this day? Well, let me think. Well, I'm going to talk about something that I saw online. And it's one of those fevered dream things that if I ever come across a lot of dinero, a lot of moolah, a lot of the green stuff, I would for sure buy. Yes, indeed. And this comes from the good people at Distortions Unlimited. Yes, indeed. I have talked about Distortions Unlimited in my social media. If you don't follow me on my social media, just look for Professor Macabro and I should pop up. But this guy here, I haven't found anyone else that has tried to copy my account, so fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But yes, you should find me there. And I post a lot of Distortions Unlimited stuff there because they make good stuff. They are a prop company makers that have been making masks and animatronics and really cool Halloween decorations from, memory serves me right, from back in the 80s. Yes, indeed. Probably the 70s, I think, as far back. But they are very expensive things because the quality's there. They really use quality latex, and it's foam film, and the animatronics look freaking amazing every time I come across one of their videos, because I'm subscribed to them, and they go to a horror convention, and they have their animatronics in motion. I'm like, my goodness, what a thing of beauty. I really wish I could afford one of those. The MVP of last year was the Siren Legends that they had. And the Devil. They have animatronic versions of the Siren. And it's really cool because she levitates. And then she rises. And then her head splits and she spits out water. But you need, an air compressor. You need the fog machines. You need water. You need a lot of stuff. Electric boards and everything to get the animatronics running. But Distortions also offers a economy props of those animatronics called the Legends line. And they made a really cool Siren Legend that I did showcase in this channel last year. I believe it was last year. Or maybe it was this year when it was released. I can't remember a lot of stuff. So, but the Siren Legend was one that I really, really liked, and I wish I could afford, as well as the Devil Legend. That looked really cool, really creepy with the proper lighting. It would be a thing of beauty to own and display on my Halloween haunt. But a couple of weeks ago, they released the Medusa Legend. Now, before the Medusa Legend, they released a static prop of a Cyclops head that was decapitated. And it was this big-ass head with the Cyclops and the horn. And when I saw that, I was like, oh man, that is so freaking cool. But I kind of wish they would make a Medusa. Because one of my favorite movies is Clash of the Titans. The Ray Harryhausen stop-motion extravaganza that has the story of Perseus. And he's trying to save Andromeda. And he encounters the Medusa. And oh my goodness, when I was a kid and I watched Clash of the Titans, the Medusa freaked the shit out of me because she looks so cool. Her janky movement, because it was stop motion, but the way she's lit and how she has the snake tail and her weird ass face with the snakes, each one moving on their own. Oh my goodness, that is such a really cool, creepy scene, and I love the Medusa. It's one of my favorite Greek monster designs. Yes, indeed. And they also have the Kraken. That's where Release the Kraken comes from. Every time I open a bottle of the Kraken rum. So I just love the Medusa. So when I saw Distortions do the severed Cyclops head, I was like, oh man, that would have been so cool if they would have been a Medusa head instead of a Cyclops. The Cyclops still looks cool. I would definitely buy it. But a Medusa head would be so much cooler. And lo and behold, they did announce and release a Medusa Legend. I'm going to post a bunch of pictures throughout this video. And it doesn't have the snake tail like the one from Clash of the Titans, but she looks so cool. So cool. The design of the Medusa legend is mwah, chef's kiss. She has the human feet with the human hands, but she has the toga 2000 Simpsons reference. Yes, indeed. And she looks really cool, and her face is really cool, and she has all the snakes, and her eyes light up, because the thing about Medusa is that she was cursed by Athena after, the original legend, she was cursed by Athena after Poseidon took advantage of her inside one of the temples of Athena. And since Athena couldn't, do anything to Poseidon because he was a higher god, he was like, well, dagnabbit, I can't take revenge on Poseidon for defiling my temple. So sorry, Medusa, you're gonna get the short end of the stick, and I'm gonna turn you into this weird snake person, a Gorgon. And so this never happens to you again. Whoever looks at you and you activate your powers, they will be turned to stone. And that's Medusa's whole thing. If you look at her, she turns you to stone. If you played God of War, you came across a lot of Gorgons that very much look like the ones from Clash of the Titans. But going back to the Distortions one, looks really cool. The design of the face is really cool, really creepy, very Greekish, Clash of the Titan-ish. And the thing that really sells me on this is that as you build it, as it's being built, the face is detachable. So I was like, well, that's perfect. I can display the Medusa in all her glory with the light-up eyes. Or I can detach the head and just be carrying it like Perseus, like, turn to stone. Really, really cool. I love the design of the Medusa legend. Looking forward to what else they announce for their Legends line. Again, my personal favorites is the Medusa legend, the Siren legend, and the Devil legend. They also have a werewolf that looks pretty cool. They have a London After Midnight design. They have an Edgar Allan Poe. What else they have? They have a Nosferatu. But for me, I really like the Siren, the Devil, and now the Medusa legend. And I have looked, and it's way above my pay cut here. So I don't think I'll ever be able to afford. Where will I put it? I also don't have. I'm running out of space here, and even the spooky shed has to be reorganized, and I have to get rid of some stuff because I can't fit anything else in the spooky shed, including myself, which is very disappointing. But I wish I was one of those people that, again, had a lot of the green stuff, so I could buy a slightly bigger house and have somewhere to store all the Halloween stuff and movies that I own, and be able to afford a Distortions Unlimited Legends, Medusa, Siren, or the Devil. Because they look really cool. Oh my goodness gracious. They look really cool. I would for sure get them if I can afford them. But it's one of this again. There's one of the dreamy cloud dreams that Professor Macabre has, visioning a life where he could get that kind of stuff. Yes, indeed. But I like talking about it. I still like looking at the stuff, and I like seeing it in display in other people, or through Distortions Unlimited's YouTube channel. I've played that Medusa Legend video a bunch of times, because it looks really cool. I highly recommend, if you're not subscribed to Distortions Unlimited, definitely give them a watch. They used to do, and they still kind of do, a series on how people can create stuff. Like masks, they use latex, paint, and everything. And they do post videos on how they actually go about designing the props. Everything from the concept art, the molding. Jordu, which is someone that has worked with Distortions, comes in and, does his thing. And Ed also does his thing. And they have another guy whose name I can't remember. He did a really cool animatronic that looks like a cross between the alien, but he moves around really cool. Can't remember his name. But, yes, the team also always shows how they make the animatronics or the static props. And it's really, really interesting to watch. So I would highly recommend you subscribe to them. Yes, indeed. And if you are able to afford the Distortions Unlimited Medusa, let me know and share a video of it. I would very much enjoy that. But are you familiar with Distortions Unlimited? What do you think of their products? What do you think of the beautiful Medusa legend? Let us know in the comments down below. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.